さん、こんにちは、白熊です。ということで、ハードボイルド獣人刑事の事件簿その2ということで、チキンポリス2回目やっていきたいと思います。はい。残念ながら巷では、鬼滅の刃が放送されているようですが、残念ながらこっちでは入らないので残念。
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind.
Well, at least we don't have to be a
Very. So we cut as.
OK ということで、ここから始まったのかな、これは。
Hey, that's your
No, should I? You're reading? Hi, Lewis. This.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't see you
こ
inside.
の
Okay.
ルイスのここはやった。で、この
That's not a guy. Yeah, nah.
こいつはボブかあれかの話になって、
Stop right there, big. My pleasure.
訪ね
Look,
て、
this bliss. Oh, my. So, relax. Thank you. No problem. Look, I really don't. This. So, relax. Thank you. No problem. Say, big. But of course.
で聞いた。
What can you-
キャッツェンコも聞い
Yes,
た。
I do, Marty. Just don't.
Honest?
Don't. When you're. Wait, mate. A mate.
で、ここも聞いた。さあ、どうするかなっていう。
That felt. Wanna bet? Not today, Marty.
Ah, it's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the.
Did you bring Big Bertha with?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
ここにいるんだ
Was
けど。
that a rhetorical question?
Let's just. Jeez.
That's not a.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating.
Look, Lewis. That bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed. But it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but
そうそう、こういうね。
Yeah, something like that.
no, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
あ、一名様いらっしゃい。どうぞ、例のハードボイルド獣人刑事の続きやってます。
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something
先ほど
wrong?
に引き続きどうもです。
あ、どうも。
速攻で風呂入ってきました。
あ、どうも。あ、お疲れ様です。マーティどうした？ルイスに対して当たりが強いぞ、ちょっと。
Is Luca?
Lewis. And yes, he's got the.
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archement, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
ルイス、いいやつなんだけどな。なんかちょっと、あれだな。さあ、サーリ
The
クラブに。
jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilled whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of
いやー
place
でも
that
いいね
makes
こうい
you
うこ
drunk,
う
even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous
雰
place.
囲気だけで酔えるってやつだねこれ。
No matter
こういう
how
の
alien it felt, it was strangely like home. Welcome to the Tsar. Here we are.
あ、ごめんなさい、ちょっと待って。マイクガサゴソ言うかもしんない。大丈夫かな。ごめん、うるさかったかもしれない。申し訳ないです。はい。
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
はい。
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days.
Man these days なら最近の男ってのってこういう言い方するんだ。なるほど。
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find.
シロさん初のバイノーラル配信。
バイノーラル。
Just like always.
いつもと同じように。
No,
ね
buddy, not like always.
同じじゃない。今度は真剣だ。マーティ大丈夫か。おー、なんかめっちゃ見てくるやつおるやん。あら、
Has
かわいい
pretty
ウエイ
long
トレス。
legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
いいね。ちょっと声かけたいね。やっぱリスの、
ウェイトレスさんは可愛い。
リスさんかわいい。いや、リスの子ってちょっといいね。いいね。かわいいね、リスの。あー、でもあそこにいる肉食系の女子が。あ、いいね、いいね、この。あ、いいね、このイタチのこの。あ、いいね。
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
ほーに。
Man, your sense of humor is
ペ
bad
レッ
as
トスコ
ever.
です。
You just need to
Not
get
got it.
used to it again.
What if,
やべ、さらっとお前、ちょっと下品なこと言うな、お前、ちょっと。
a fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
いいね、ちょっとこう、肉食草食のこのペア、いいね。あ、なんか、すごい、スラッとした美人がいる。いいね。お手下
Of course he's not.
This guy is certain.
Of course he's.
まあ、絶対ギャングのあれだよなっていうね、そういうことだね、要は。
肉食植物食ペア、ズートピアかな。
Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kind of good in death.
You've seen every clucking move.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Oh, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
おい、最初のデート覚えてるのなんだよ、このサニー。ほんとお前、ロマン
I
チストじゃん。
see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember
わ、ロ
her,
マンチスト
nothing else.
上矢印言うてキツネちゃんって雑食ですよね。
いや、本当にそうですよね。
You're a clucking
いや、違
poet.
う、キツネは肉
I
食
mean。it.
タヌキが雑食。
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye. Hired.
Hey,
What? Yeah?
I don't give a shit.
暴言バンデ
You
ィ
think
コ
this is
ー
one of those movies where the femme fatale gets every...
Yep, just like.
お、いいね。
Huh. Another lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to
狼とウ
sell
サギの
with
コ
this
ンビいいですね、
guy?
なん
Whoa,
か。
don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
俺と同じ。
No shit.
いいですね、なんかこのコンビ。
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's
A man's best friend.
that's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant the bar.
Oh, I
そういえば
see, right.
最
Yeah,
近
because
近
that
所に
totally
イノ
makes
シシちゃんと
sense.
か鹿ちゃんとか出るんですよね。
マジですか？
車で走ってると何回遭遇したことか。
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
車で走ってる時に遭遇するのって結構怖くないですか？でも。
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good. And let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty. 2 whiskeys, kid. And no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive,
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Tell me, hey Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell
上
me
矢
anything
印
about
知り合いが
Mr.
運転
Ibn
中にイ
Wessler?
ノシシと正面衝突し
マジで
て相手が相手だったので修理費請求できなくて腹立ったって言ってまし
確かにそりゃいやー、確かにそうですよね。
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
いいね、このちょっとバディものらしく、あうんの呼吸で畳みかける感じ。
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. I tip you, pen. Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
ステージを見てみるか。へ
I was hoping to have missed the main...
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt
ー。ベッジャ
jam.
ム。
But what?
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored.
バッジャム。
Butt jam.
どういう意味なんだろうね。
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
あ、ごめんなさい、今メガネ出ました。すみません。お願いします。
Hey, there's Fillmore.
Who? Oh, yes. Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia. way before Clawville.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
フィルマーっていうんだこいつは。ちょっとフィルマーのことをちょっと調べてみるか。
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You
リア
stick
ルホ
out
ル
of
ス
it.
だと
Are you
左
here
矢
for a
印
good
ホルスは
old-fashioned
頭が
beating?
ハヤブサの神様です。
確かに、ああ、確かにそうだ。ホルスってよ。ホルスの見た目だけど。
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad
あの
has
女性には定評がある。
reputation.
軽々しく扱っていいタイプじゃないってことさ。
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out.
追い出されない限り店は出るな。
We don't know each other. I'll
なるほ
deny
どな。
you.
俺たちは知らぬものをした。
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
おっと一人来ましたよね。
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great. That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
すごい。濡れ髪の美人。濡れ羽美人。
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The roaster copper's in person.
そういえば、シロさんは鳥だと何がお好きです？私は鶏ちゃん以外はどれも好きなんですが、鶏ちゃん派ですね。昔襲われたことがありまして、それ以来少し怖いです。
鳥だとなんだろうな。何が好きだろうな、俺。カラス。カモメ。かな。
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart.
Oh, I see.
単刀直入に言ったな、ナターシャに会いに来たっていう。このイブン・ウェスラーがマフィアのボスという。
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter. But to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so...
待って待って、ハム太郎象徴かって言ってるよ。
If you would excuse us.
ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。もう一回いい？待って。
モフのものは基本好きなんですよね。スズメちゃんとかまん丸い見た目がたまらんです。
なるほど。いやちょっと待って、今さっきハム太郎言ってやな。
とっとこう走るよ、ハム太郎。
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you all...
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional. Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
難しいな。印象トリッキー。なるほど。まあ、日に枚上手だと考えて当たるべきだな、こいつに関しては。
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kind of interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet.
ロコちゃんはどこにいるのだ？
There were no demands.
ハム太郎そーんって。よくよく考えたら、こっちとしては脅迫文の内容を詳しくは聞いてない以上は、この状況で話せるのっつったら、多分イブンの方がこっちよりも握ってる情報多いわけだな。難しいな、なかなか。
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
なるほどね。
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
ダメだな、これは一回口車に追ってみるか。
Do you really think we're that stupid?
What? I'm sorry.
You're evasive and try to make us believe you don't care about the threats. But from my experience,
そう
that
いえ
kind
ば、
of behavior
ゴース君の
has
声を
guilt
聞くと、
stamped
最
all
近ガ
over
ン
it.
ダムの大気圏突入でザクで限界点突破してしまったゴース君のコラ画像を見たのを思い出しま
I
した。
hope you don't take offense, but get the hell out of the club while I'm asking nicely.
Easy, Wessler. Let's talk about something else.
I'd be very happy about that.
ああ、難しいな、これ。
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
あ、リメさんいらっしゃ
I
い。
don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley. If you...
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
これ以上続けないぞ。ウェスラーの守備がガチガチだぞ、これ。ウェスラー自身のことを聞くよりもナターシャ自身のことを聞いた方がいいと思う。実際こいつは短気で秘密主義、厄介な相手だな。
正面から見るとかなりいかつい見た目をしているサニー。
いや本当にサニー、確かにサニーもサニーでいかつい鶏だからな、トサカがあるからな。確かに、ウェスラー自体はメッセージは危険だと感じてはいないから、あんまりこれは良くないと思う。ここにいらっしゃるか。この一番下は愚問だな。このメッセージが危険と感じなかったかっていうのもなかなか変な感じがする。過去にナターシャ自体関わったことは、ここによく来るのかって聞いたところで、多分こいつはまた怒るだろうから、やっぱり
人間で言えばモヒカンですもんね。
確かにやっぱナターシャのことでつっつくしかないな、これは。
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists,
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky.
あ、一名様いらっしゃい。
Understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
なるほど。ナターシャキャッツェンコはセレブだと。セレブで美人だと。そういうようなことで、ファンレターとかそういう風ないかがわしい文章も紛れてくると。あんまり
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
そうするなと。イブンとしての言い分は、イブンとしての言い分ってなんか変だな。ウェスラーとしての言い分は、変な話だけども、お前ら首突っ込むなよって、こっちはこっちで処理できるんだぜっていうようなことをなんとなく暗に言ってるような感じはする、すごく。要はマフィアのボスだからそういう風なことなんだろうけど、おそらく。
ナターシャというお名前が可愛らしいですが。
いや、本当にね。ここで言ったところで、ウェスラーは、火に油を注ぐだけ、ナターシャとの関係を聞いたところで意味がない。ここは一旦ウェスラーの口車に乗ってみるか。
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is
やめろ、またハム太郎出てきた。
he's more
勘弁
like
して。
kiss on the hair and flower type. Throwing bricks through the window.
普通にハム太郎って言いやがったと聞きました皆さん。
Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
この件で行くしかないな。
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Nah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
なんか結構こうファンレターがいっぱい来てるから、それに紛れて本当に過去にそのねファンレターいっぱい来てるから、それでに紛れてそういうのもあるよねって、おかしい手紙もあるよねって話だけど、実際のところこういう風に直接的な脅迫文が書かれたっていうのはないっていう話だ。
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
これはもう署まで来て将棋はダメだな。ここはもう行くしかない。
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
この言い方多分気に障るかもしれないけど。
Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora? So I accidentally let some big secret
だろうね、
slip
怒っ
out?
たよ
A
な。
simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse.
鑑定家でありミュージ
So,
である。
how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then what?
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you couldn't afford.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Goldtown. But she
ナ
has her
タ
own
ーシャ
kind
は
of
大
a
抵
weekend house.
ウェスラーのゴールドタウンにある家に住んでると。週末の別荘のようなものを持っているけれども、
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend.
各週で別荘を使
I
用している。
see. That's very important information.
もしかしたらそのナターシャの行動パターンってのが実は分かってるのかな、誰かにもバレててとか、そういう風な形で結局脅迫文がどこに来たかっていう話だよね。その別荘の方に行ったのか、それともこう、いやでもボスの家に行くわけないか。そもそもまあイブンもイブンで、ウェスラーもウェスラーで多分何件か持ってんだろうな。そのうちの一件にナターシャを住まわせてるっていう感じなんだろうな、それ。
Yeah, if you say so.
はどういう聞き方なんだろうな、この一人で滞在してるんですか。
Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, huh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her? You know, a big star like her, alone in that house.
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but,
なるほど。
it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
I suppose not. So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but, in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet
ロシ
you
アだからな
later?。
なんて。そうなのかな、実際。
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
難しいな。まっとうな警察官、星4か。そうだよね。確かに、そう、脅しの話をしようとすると、なんだかんだでこう、煙巻いてるんだよな、こいつ。
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should, grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
おお、美人。おお。セクシー。
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. My man has left with a golden smile. This is so funny. You can kill me, honey. I'm already dead inside. My body is an empty bottle. Come away.
Sonny. Sonny.
Say, Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was,
おー、
unique.
そわっとするね。
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
すごい、ロシアなまりだ。
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Just
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny.
女の寝室に男一人で行く。
Otherwise.
レスラーに見つかったらとんでもないぞ。
Hey, I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her dress, barely touching, barely
魔力
covering
を持
her
った女性
marble
ってなんか
skin.
もう猫なんですね、やっぱりこ
I was a cop.
うすごい
In a
イメージという
lifetime
かなんか
wouldn't be
印
enough
象があ
to
って
rid
いうのは
myself of
わかる
what
か
a
な。
woman like her
確かに
hides under her makeup.
ロシアンブルーのこの
Keep
感
your
じで
distance,
すごいこ
Sonny.
う
Just
しっ
keep
くりきて
your
るナター
distance.
シャのこのあらなんかちょっとセクシーな。
Gee, that is a unique picture and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
サニーが立ち出しになってる。
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
わかる。魔性っていうか、丸く思ったって感じだな。
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
ロック
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Well, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
いやー、なかなかちょっと厄介事に巻き込まれているのは彼女なのか、それとも原因が別にあるのかっていう、原因が彼女が別のところなのかっていう、そこを分かんないとなんともなんですけど。
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
まあ確かに下手なおだては通用しない。かといって単刀直入に行き過ぎると機嫌を損ねる可能性もある。ただ単刀直入に行くこと自体は彼女は恐れてはいないだろうっていう感じですかね。
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time. But this stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The picture on the wall is quite...
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
やべえ、 惚れそう。やばい。やばい。俺が惚れそう。
You tell me.
ただまあメーターが全然動いてないんだよな。単刀直入に言ってもありっちゃありかもしれない。確かにイブンのこと、ウェスラーのことを聞いてどういう反応をするのかっていうのをちょっと見てみたい気がする。どうするかな。君のファンが誰かが凶悪者である可能性はっていうのに聞くのもまあ確かにあり。彼女自身に要はその結果っていうか、そのあなたはどう考えてるのっていうふうなことを聞いて、ちょっとこうそうだな、ウェスラーに対してどう思ってるかはまだ聞かなくてもいいかもしれない。一旦ちょっと置いといて、ファンの誰かが脅迫される可能性あるかな。
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
自信家だな、すごく。自信家というか、自分自身に対してのその美しさを理解してるというか、自分の持ってる魔力をしっかりと理解してる感じがすごいな、この人。ああ、惚れそう。
Ah, I see.
これ
Do
ぞ
you
魔
have any
性の
material
女。
evidence concerning the
Masani.
threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
いやでもね、こういうね、魔性の女ってね、ちょっと魅力がものすごいんだよな。わかる。
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the
いや
cops?
確かにな、マフィアのボスの彼女が警察に助けを求めるのは確かにちょっとこう、んって感じであるよ、確かにな。
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
そう、でも結局のところ、デボラだっけ、イバネスか。イバネスをよこしたんだよな、サニーに。
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
ナターシャ的にはサニーに対して何かしらこう期待するところはあるみたいだということは、何に期待してる、何に対して期待してるんだろうね。
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habit.
まあ仕事以外の興味がなくて口が硬くて、でバリバリの警官というよりかもう引退間近で、要はその何しようが、まあ、自由っていう風な、ある種自由な感じのこう、そういう姿だから、そういう生き方だからっていう以外には何かしらこう持ってるものはあるかもしれない、ナターシャ的には。もしそれだけかもしれないけれども、もしかしたらこのなんとなくだけどこうナターシャの言い方がすごいこう含みがある言い方だから、
You
何かあるんだろ
can't
うな。
do anything else, can you?
すごいこうなんかこの 喋り方というか、その言葉回しがなんかすごくこう、なんだろうな、伺ってるような感じ、こっちの様子を伺ってるような感じがすごいする。
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
そうなんだよな。結局のところ、脅迫を見るに耐えなかったっていうのは確かに事実だと思う。それは。結局のところ、ナターシャ的にはその、私のことを、私魅力的な女だから、私のことを憎むなんていう、私のことをね、好きになった男が、それを手のひら返しに憎むなんてことはありえないわっていう風な、その、イメージであるんだけど、だからこそその純粋な悪意っていうのに向けられた時にすごいこう恐怖してしまう、そういうような感じなのかな、おそらく。でそういったことで、要はそういったプライベートな秘密も含めて口が固いサニーに連絡をよこしてみたっていうのが筋なのかな、もしかしたら。
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall. In giant red letters.
売春婦っていう風な言葉が書かれたメッセージがあったと。でもそういう風な言い方をするっていうことは、少なくともナターシャとイブンの関係、イブン・ウェスラーの関係を知っていて、なおかつナターシャが現在の地位を手に入れた、そういう経緯を知っている人物になるっていうことになる。となると昨日今日のファンではな、ファンっていうかその昨日今日のまあファンでいいのかなではないことにはなるし、もしかしたら犯人自体はもっとこう日が当たってない人物の可能性はある。まあ近い人物という可能性もなきにしはあらずだけど、そういった場合はもっとこう直接的なことに出ても良さそうな感じではあるな。少なくとも自分の近しい人がこうやって苦しんでるのを見て、そのまま自分自身が近くにいるっていうのが相当なサディストだと思うし、そう考えると現状今まで会ってきた人物にそういった傾向はないかな。イバネスがデボライバネスだっけ、インパラの女の子は確かにナターシャのなんていうんだ、ナターシャの妹分とでもいいのかな、信頼のおける女性だというようなことだあったけれども、彼女は確かにナターシャのことを信頼はしているし、ナターシャも彼女のことを信頼しているとはいえ、あの信頼が裏返るっていうことは多分ないだろうなというふうな、なんとなく感じられたから、結局のところ犯人自体は近くはないんだろうな、おそらく。やっぱり別な犯人がいるんだろうな。外部のというか、ナターシャのことを知っていて、なおかつ外部の犯人が。
Well, thank you for your honesty.
フィルバーのことを聞くのはまずいだろうな、多分。これしかないな、もう。
No one's ever seen the culprit? Not even a shadow?
That's one of the most curious things. Even has men everywhere. Literally, my shadows, ghosts in every alley. But no one saw anything.
One of them could be the culprit.
Ibn pays his animals well, and he's the most dangerous man in the city. A combination that nullifies your theory, I believe?
Maybe, ma'am. Love is capable of insane miracles and miraculous insanity.
What poetry. Did you ever think about writing a book?
Never. I'm afraid I'd learn too much about myself.
Maybe that's the point. I would read about you. Not like the chicken police Pulp Fiction.
Furry hell. Do you read that trash?
Like everyone else in the city.
まさかのナターシャもチキンポリスの読者でしたっていう。
Oh, great.
I think it's flattering, even as badly written tales of heroes in the gutter.
You enjoy it?
Well, just a little, Sonny. Just a little.
いやー、やべえ。惚れちまいそうだ。いやー、夫っていう風なことを直接聞くのはまずい気がするんだけど、俺。でも単刀直入に言ってしまってもいいとは思うんだけども。誰なと思いますって聞いたところであなたは見当がついてるんでしょっていうふうなこと言われるだけかもしれないけれども、こっちから単刀直入に言うよりかはまだマシな気がするんだよな。
So it's not a fan and not an inside job. What do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding?
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm
確かにな、互いに乗られくられちゃダメだもんな。
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
初めて答えらしい答えが出た。結構声に感情がこもってました、ナターシャも。
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
いや、ナターシャはあんま困らせない。
I did. I knew I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
ほんと、ナターシャが折れたな、これは。
Fuck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
ナターシャは見当をつけてサニーに結局依頼してきたってことだよな。
You played me from the start, didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too many of these games, and and I've been on the losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately,
あ、まずいまずいまずい。これはまずいぞ。
that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you, always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
やった星5。最終的な考え、完璧な仕事ぶりだ。10年前と全く変わらないと見て。脅しというよりナターシャに当てられたメッセージの言葉一言、バイタと書かれているだけだったと。だが読み取れることは多いと。
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha.
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secret.
はあ、このナターシャ惚れるだろ。
I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
ロチェスター通り37番地。
I bet you spend a lot of your time...
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but...
I was just trying...
Oh, really?
Don't mention it.
チキンポリスストーリー、あ読んでる。ナターシャも読んでた。
Seriously, how did you find...
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
This woman's aware.
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
やべえ、魅力的な女だった。本当に。魅力的な女性だった。失礼。
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway.
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
Reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
フィルマー自身のその探偵のとしての捜査を断念した理由ってこと
That
か。
sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here.
安心できねえよ。
Okay, okay, I didn't say anything.
お前はドンパチいつでもやる人間だろ、本当に。手がかりらしいものがなかった。
The truth is, Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
You've got a point.
Wonderful girl. Either I'm gonna kill her or I'm beginning to like her.
That's funny, I swear I've heard that before.
To be honest, me too.
So, Natasha invited us to her weekend house.
That's either very good news or very bad news.
50%. That's not that bad, is it?
That's an admirable attitude.
Attitude, yeah, he's got that. Most of the time, I think that's all he's got.
Hey.
Who is this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
More women, more trouble.
言えてる。
You already fantasizing.
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I
確か
doubt
に
you want
そう
her.
だよな。
Anyway, Pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be. Take care of your...
You're one to talk.
Oh, ウェスラーがいない。
Excuse me, pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
Links.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but...
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
話が早くて助かる。
You don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
ナターシャ的には別にオリビアを別にそのなんかこう、まあ、恋敵ではないけど別にこう目障りな女とは思ってないと。
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am.
Look,
Please, Marty, there's no need.
yes, there is. I know I wasn't a gentleman, and I know I should have called you, but...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call. I forgot about it fast.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
この待って待ってお前。
Remember that old...
How could I eat?
Absurd.
Yeah, as you say.
Remember that...
He looks like...
that one...
I try.
Unfortunately, I'd really...
Say, did anyone ever...
anything else?
なしっぽいな。あとは行くしかないかじゃあ。
We stepped into it, didn't we? We stepped... Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
なんか権力者の名前が載ったリストがウェスラーに消された死体がそれを持ってたと。なんか危険な香りがするな。
Thanks, Philmar. This could be important.
権力者のリスト、魔性の女、そしてそのリストを持ったものを消そうとして動き回っているマフィアのボス、そしてマフィアのボスと魔性の女が つながってるとなると、まあなんとなくだけどこう答えとは言わないけれども、なんとなく見えてくるものはある。
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
確かにこのリストはちょっと命取りかもしれないな。
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
怖えな。恐ろしいな。ナターシャの過去の仕事と関係があるんだろうな、おそらく。そしてバイタと。まあ、そういうことなんだろうな。可能性としては、まあ、いわゆる高級娼婦としてのナターシャの過去があったっていうのもあるかもしれない、もしかしたら。そしてそのリスト。名詞の中でナターシャとの過去を知られたくない。いや、にしても空白をする意味がわかんないな。ちょっとこれもまた違う気がするな。フラワービルに行ってみますか。
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
So, this is the word. What can I say?
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, Boss Bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
I'm not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
中で殺人が行われている。開いてるもんな、入り口。
Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course. She's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
Marty, before... It's time...
That's what I...
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Very gallant of you, partner.
Why, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
I get it. Just shut the fuck up already. haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. And me?
Flashlight.
I didn't bring one.
Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
Yep.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
それは言えてる。
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Figures.
ああ。デボラが。
She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful. Almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city. But in the end, its filth pulled you under.
Wild gods. Fuck even.
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who came to my office.
I figured. But what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her.
殺しの犯人もそれを狙っていて、それを守ろうとしたってことなんじゃん。
Maybe the killer
なるほどな。
wanted too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
なるほど、確かにそれはあると思う。
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant.
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but this is a new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped, or worse.
Those are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we
結
are.
局デボラだけが死んでるわけだからな。そしてメッセージが書かれている。これは明らかにデボラ自身がバイタだというふうなメッセージを書いたのか、それともこのデボラの死体にそのメッセージを書くことによってナターシャに見せるためのそういったものなのか、どちらかっていう。いずれにせよナターシャがここに隠しているもの、それ自体は犯人は興味がなかったということは、まだ手がかり自体はまだ残っている可能性があると。
Or they knew exactly where to find it. Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
マジで言ってる？
Amen to that.
勘弁だぜ。こういうのは大抵絵画の裏とか。
Does this fireplace seem as suspicious to you as it seems to me, Marty?
It looks like it's never been used.
And the place has radiators in every room, meaning there's central heating.
Then why the fireplace? For decoration?
It's not like Natasha, and Ibn doesn't have enough money for that. But you're right. I don't think it's just for show.
大抵はこの暖炉の裏とかにあるんだけど
Does
な。
this fireplace and it's not
他に調べられるところはなさそうだ。
The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah and wasn't meant.
It was meant for Natasha.
Obviously.
なるほど、これはナターシャで、ナターシャに対するメッセージ
What
だ。
have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
I don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out.
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think there is. There's nothing else. SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from.
Damn. Just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are all insane.
You have a point.
You can't be serious. Is this some kind of...
Yeah,
当たりだっ
it's
た。
a riddle,
大
Marty.
当たりだ。
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning.
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places. What does it represent?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in their hands?
これか。なんだ。
It's an exceptionally...
I have no...
かわいい。
This must be Natasha's family.
wealthy.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family was also
待って、
close
こ
to
の
the
家族
fire.
写真のこの構図ってあれっぽい。ロマノフの家族っぽい。ロマノフファミリーっぽい。
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty.
考えすぎ？構図が似てるだけ？
Molly.
確かに似てますな。
確かに。うん。残念ながらこの手がかりは見たことがないな。てっきりこれかと思ったんだけど、どうも違うみたいだな。
Molly.
これを解くしかない、もしかして。確かにどこかで見たようなそういう風な感じなんだけどな。羊、虎、狐、狼、はやぶさ。ライオンか、ライオン。ライオン、はやぶさ、狼か。
We should call the department.
Do you still remember the number?
Cretin. Of course I remember. 555-111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Right.
この謎を解くか開かない。ワンチャン全通り調べるって手もある。これは総当たり無理だな。
PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street, 37, Flowerville.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street, 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it before.
Oh, yeah.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a three-headed monkey in your life?
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
4つしかないってことは、でも4つしか使わないってことなんだろうな。獣が1、2、3、4、5、6、7か。違うな。4体。黒ビルのあれか。黒ビルの
Ironic, but
まずい。黒ビルのあれなんてどこに書いてる？警察に電話するべきじゃなかったな。
I don't know, Sonny.
let's hope.
Learn something.
Well,
Yeah.
一旦
join the
Get Brian.
ライオンか。黒ブル市場、これだ。ライオン、コウノトリ、羊、キツネ？ライオン、コウノトリ、羊。開いた。
Hello there. What could this be? Maybe a piece of a painting.
and there's some kind of squiggle on it. The signature of the painter? Yeah, I can't make it out. It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
さーてどこに行くかだな。
So a piece of a painting?
It's too illegible to be a sick.
Maybe Natasha can help us.
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
True. Well, then what's next? How about we peck around town some more?
ペカランド。ツイワムってそういう意味。
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office.
いいね。
Yeah, you know what? After all this, I could use a drink.
Right answer.
ライダース。
We had no choice but to continue the investigation where it started. In that shady little apartment I called home. The only lead was the list Fillmore gave us, with all those imposing names on it. But what could it mean? And why did Natasha keep it secret from us? But most importantly, what did all this have to do with Deborah's death? The trail started to get cold, and so did the air outside. There was something unsettling in the black clouds, hiding all the stars. I prayed that they didn't bring an early snowfall. The night was already painful enough.
なかなか事件が混迷を深めてきましたね。
Trying to calm down. I'll have a shot.
Sure you will.
And we're trying to put the pieces together, of course. Figure out what's next.
And what is next, Boss Bird?
Let's take a look at what we've learned so far. So, how did this whole case start?
お？なんだこれ。あ、こういうことね。あ、そういうことか。なるほどね。
Yeah, the threats are meant for Natasha, no doubt about that. But there was something Natasha didn't speak about. Natasha is terrified, and she's in real danger. But she kept this list hidden from us. It seems too important to keep it a secret.
おそらくそれにイブが関わってる。違う？オリビアが関わっている。ルイスにつながる？
But what could we do with this list? I know only one person who moves in circles high enough to know where it's from. Lewis. We must ask him.
そういうことか。
Get out of this dead end.
なるほど。まずルイスにこの件を聞いてみる必要があるということか。
So the card is maybe a dead end. The piece of painting too.
But the list Fillmore gave us...
Exactly. Full of those imposing names. And I only know one person who moves in similar circles.
Lamar.
Yes, Marty. It's Lewis.
Of course, it's Lewis. But where do we find the Bunny Man?
Well, since he owns this building, I'm hoping he's here. It's worth a call.
You know his number?
By heart. 555-932. I wrote it down in my notebook as well.
Oh, you are a professional, Boss Bird.
ルイスが犯人っていう可能性もあるのかね、でも。まあ、そこはあれだけど、もしくはルイスが殺されている可能性もなきにしもあらずだけど。
Hey, Lewis, sorry to disturb you again. Could you come over to my place? I have a question for you. It's very important. It's about a case.
A real case? With the chicken police? Of course, Sonny. I'll be over in a few minutes.
Thanks, pal. I owe you one.
One? Just a second.
Good old rabbit. Thanks, Lewis. Again.
Oh, don't mention it. Besides, it was my big dream to help you with a serious case.
Well, let's hope you can help. What can you tell me about this list, old pal?
Well,
these names. I know half of them personally.
上流階級でのつながりがあるってことね。なるほど。
I knew it.
But I have no idea what kind of list this is.
here we go.
But these are all
結局のと
members
ころ
of the upper class, politicians, business people. Oh my. Even the commander of the Royal Guard.
ロイヤルガード。
Damn.
But I really don't know what it means.
So, is it a dead end?
I'm afraid so.
なんか行き詰まりだな。
I didn't see. I didn't.
What else do you know about?
Oh, not much. What everybody knows. She was a dancer. Then.
We found out as much already. Do you think she'd fled the Stavonian massacre?
Do you mean the massacre of the royal family? I'd say her accent is a dead giveaway, and her name too, though it's
ストーニアって王
undoubtedly
国の
an
王族の
alias.
可能性がなきにしもあらずってことかな、キャッツェンコは。
So it's possible that she is a part of the royal family.
I don't think so. Nobody could have survived that awful night.
You're probably right.
I don't know what you said to him, but after you finished, he almost immediately van disappeared.
Really? That's suspicious.
Or he had business elsewhere. It's New Year's Eve. Everybody's going somewhere. Deborah, the girl who came to me tonight.
Yes, she's a very lovely young lady.
Where did you take her after you two left?
Where she asked me to Flowerville.
Flowerville? Rochester Street 37?
Yes, exactly. Why?
Luck.
Did something happen?
Nothing good, Lewis. Nothing good.
This?
This?
Oh, my goodness.
I think we have a bingo, gentlemen.
You see, I also have one of these.
おっ
A card? Like this?
Yes. It's a membership card to a very exclusive club.
How exclusive?
Very.
That's what I'm talking about.
What does SN mean, Lewis?
It's the sweltering Nile.
But that's a...
Well, yes, it's a brothel, but it's not like that. It's something completely different.
Calm down, Lewis. We're not going to tell anybody.
Thank you so much. It is rather embarrassing.
Listen, Lewis, how do we get in?
You want to get in? Well, if you show them this card, they'll surely let you in, but it will be obvious you're not regulars there.
We're used to that.
So, are we going to a luxury brothel?
やっぱり上流階級のリストと高級売春宿、なんとなくつながってきましたね。
Correct, Marty. Thanks for the help, Lewis. I owe you one. For the third time today, I think. What should we know about the place, Lewis? Besides what they're dealing in there.
No, it's an elegant and exclusive place. Not everybody visits them for that, you know. Some animals just go for company.
I see. I guess it's mostly visited by the upper class.
Mostly, yes. The wealthy who have a taste.
Yes, of course.
Is it true what they say? That it's some kind of hidden stronghold of the
おっと、なんかいろんな話が出てきた。王権派の牙城どういうこと？
The Nile is a proud herald of the coexistence of all the species. Yes, but stronghold? I don't think so.
種族間の共存を謳う場所ではあると。
But the place must be an eyesore for the
分離主義者によっては嫌悪の対象である。ああ、この町は要はそのあくまでも種族は種族でまとまって暮らすべきだみたいな、そういうふうなその考えもあるし、協力して暮らしていくべきじゃないかっていう考え方もあると。なるほど。
Don't worry for the girls, Sonny. They can defend themselves quite well. The separatists wouldn't dare to go near the place.
Well, we'll see what they have to say about these two old cocks.
サニー、ちょっとさ、まあいいんだけどさ、その、英語の方の言い回しが微妙にちょっと軽く、まあいいんだけどさ。
That was a little bit, equivocal.
いや、まあ、ルイスそこ。いや、ルイスはマーティか。マーティちょっとそこ突っ込まないでやるよ。普通にさらっと下品なこと言ったから、今、サニーが。確かにそうなんだけどさ。ね。カークスって。ちょっと。さらっと言うな、お前。コックピットっていうくらいだからね。そうだね。2匹のコックだもんね。お前、字幕が仕事しすぎんだ、お前、ほんとに。笑っちゃった、今ちょっと。
May I ask what you have gotten yourself into?
It's complicated, Lewis.
Ah,
maybe there's something. Sometimes I feel a little bad about using him.
じゃあ結局のところ次に行くべきところはこのスウェルダリングナイルっていうところですね。よし。はい。ということで一旦今日はここで終わりにしますか。なんかな、これやってると時間が過ぎるのを忘れてしまう。はい。ということでじゃあ長々とお付き合いありがとうございました。とりあえずね、どんどんこう、きな臭い方向というかなんかこうちょっとこう、深淵にはまっていくようなそんな事件になりそうです。はい。というわけで、じゃあまたね、次回チキンポリスでお会いしましょう。それではまた。